Testing, testing. Hello, my name is Riley Peterson. This is my instructional design project designed for the Jordan School District. The mission of the Jordan School District, as to quote their website, is unleashing potential, exceptional educational opportunities for every student. So in order to meet this mission, the district hopes to give high quality instruction, develop a culture where students feel that they belong, give opportunities for all learners regardless of the level they are at, ensure that student wellness and staff wellness are improved, and to facilitate effective communication between educators and the learners. The desired outcomes of the project, the overarching desire is to improve digital citizenship. There are three main ways to do that. First, through enhanced learning and engagement. Technology should promote student-centered learning. Whereas in a traditional classroom, it may be more traditional direct instruction. The more technology is implemented, the more likely education is to become student-centered and to deepen their understanding of content knowledge. Secondly, we want to prepare students for the digital world. Our modern world is increasingly digital. Computers are everywhere, phones are everywhere. Digital literacy, improving digital literacy will help students to navigate day-to-day tasks. It is extremely likely in any occupation they have that they will have to use some kind of technology. Lastly, we want to promote responsible and ethical use of technology. Good digital citizenship keeps everyone safe. Part of this overarching goal of improving digital citizenship is correctly using the technology. Mitigating off-task distractions has been shown to lead to academic achievement, improved academic achievement. Using it incorrectly increases the risk of losing technology privileges and lowers academic achievement. And being aware of your online presence helps you keep your online footprint appropriate and professional. It aligns with the school's technology policies. First, that technology is only for learning, not for non-educational games or social media. Following screen time limits ensures that students are prepared to use technology when asked and prepared to put it away when asked. Taking care of the hardware, treating them with respect so that we can mitigate unnecessary costs, and practicing digital citizenship, so being kind to others, honest and safe online activity, avoiding things like cyberbullying. For performance analysis, we hope to improve digital citizenship, implement engaging teaching strategies, and receive feedback from educators and students. The recommended interventions for these improvements for digital citizenship is to teach it. We can do that through teacher trainings, which can then be implemented in the classroom, so it becomes student trainings. Engaging teaching strategies. If a lesson is engaging, students are, of course, going to be more likely to listen and focus. And feedback. Using feedback helps educators and learners figure out what went well, what needs to change, what will we do next time. A variety of delivery methods will be implemented. First of all, a learning management system with technology is pretty much required. I have a sample learning management system here on the right. Pretty basic name of the project with some modules. This is a neat, organized method for delivering instruction, and you can change this however you see best fit for your classroom. Maybe one module is an introduction to the topic, maybe one is making a needs assessment, one is implementing materials, and one is assessments or feedback. Other delivery methods include instructors. While student-centered learning is encouraged, it doesn't completely remove the instructor. Some direct instruction is still implemented, maybe to give instructions or help things get moving, help with transitions. And other online platforms. Things such as YouTube have a lot of really good content, educational content, as well as other websites. Before training, surveys and pre-tests should be done to gauge where is everyone, where are the educators and learners, how well do they understand educational technology, and how to use it appropriately. After the training, so this is wrong. Part of training is projects. Post-training, we'll have post-test to see, okay, how well did they understand it. That is also something that happens during the training, is informal assessments, figure out where everyone's at. Reflection forms, so what do you understand, what do you remember, and very important is feedback. How useful is this information? How much of an impact did it make? Should it be changed? To communicate changes about policies or attempts to change culture, I've got 4 main strategies. One is just simply emailing announcements to staff or even to stakeholders. School-wide assemblies in classroom or hallway posters can help spread the word about major changes. Parent newsletter and community outreach, so sharing with the public. This is our initiative. We're trying to improve digital citizenship. And teacher PLCs, professional learning communities, so pretty much teacher trainings to reinforce practices, learn, relearn, practice implementing. I have 4 key main milestones for the project. So it will begin with a needs assessment. How well do we understand what needs to be happening? The trainings, so here's what should be happening. Learn and practice. So we'll practice implementing these strategies, maybe practice bad examples just to develop some contrast. And evaluations. How well do we understand what we just went through? We'll measure success first by seeing how digitally responsible are we, how engaged are the classrooms. Time management, how well is our timing in our classrooms compared to before? So like what % of time is spent with focused rather than how much time is spent on like games or something. Differentiated learning, so does the technology meet students at different levels? And empowered educators, is it helping the educators do a better job delivering instruction to the students? And is it improving overall classroom experiences? The evaluation plan, I've got this graphic here and then this order here. They're backwards from each other, but we'll just start at the top here. The first base level is reaction. So did the learners enjoy the training? So we'll collect feedback to figure that out. Then did learning transfer occur? So we had that pre-assessment. At the end, we'll do our post-assessment to measure our growth. Third, we have our impact or behavior. So did the training change behavior? What impact did it have? We can use just observations to see, such as the measuring our time management, how much of our time changed. And then lastly, the results. So maybe like some quantitative data tracking actual performance. Our timeline, First, we'll have our week 1. We'll have the needs assessment, figure out what needs to be done. Week 2 to 3, deliver the materials, training materials. Week 4, we'll implement changes, practice and re-practice. Maybe even go back to training materials if we needed. Week 5 to 6, we'll monitor and evaluate how effective have these been, how well do we understand the content. And week 7, we'll do a reflection and give feedback. How could it be improved? Thank you. Any questions?